I've been told I look like the football player in movies that dies in a car accident. Does that make sense to anybody? Which sucks, because that guy is always racist in the first half of the movie, okay? And I don't like that shit. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. Richmond is a very conservative place, but my mom was the only liberal in the entire neighborhood, so she had an Obama sign in our front yard. But I think most people just thought it said, "throw eggs at our house." Because that is what was going on, you know? I'd come home from school when I was a little kid. I'd be like, Mom, what's a liberal pussy? She's like, who called you that? I'm like, the principal of the elementary school. Wasn't very nice. One of my buddies from Richmond, we always get in this debate. He said, look, Mikey, people are poor for a reason, all right? You can't just give handouts. For example, if you give a guy like myself $1 million, pretty soon I'm gonna turn that shit into $5 million. But if you give a guy like yourself $1 million, pretty soon you're gonna have nothing. And I was like, oh, no, I wouldn't have nothing, because I would have 26 jet skis and an H3 Hummer. Try that one on for size, dumbass. And you think I'd agree with that guy, right? Because I do have Republican face, you know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to realize, like, the shorter I cut my hair, the more right-wing I look, you know? Like, one time I shaved my head and my friends called me Third Reichy Mikey for a month, all right? That was a rough Black History Month for me, you guys. That fucking sucked. Hell yeah. Electric crowd, electric crowd. It's gonna be a good show, folks. It's gonna be a good show. Yeah! Clapping break in the middle of a hosting set, baby. That's, just so you guys know, that's how you do it right there, okay? That's how you freaking do it. A little more about me. I have a dirty car. A very dirty, dirty car. My car's so dirty, I had a girl in my car recently, and I just told her that it was my roommate's car. She was like, your roommate is disgusting. I was like, actually, he's a pretty cool guy, all right? Would you relax? This girl, she was complaining about Joe Biden the whole time. This always happens to me, by the way. She was like, Joe Biden wants to raise the minimum wage to $20 an hour. He can't raise the minimum wage to $20 an hour. That's going to cause inflation. It's going to make it so hard for me to do business. And I was like, wow, I cannot believe that I'm about to make $20 an hour. Let's go. That is freaking huge for me. Thanks for telling me that. So she was like a rich businesswoman. I drive a bread truck, okay? I'm not even kidding, unfortunately. But she still made me pay for the entire date. I was doing the math, and I was like, okay, if I continue dating this girl, I will not be able to afford to live in my apartment, okay? I'm just imagining someday I'm driving her to some restaurant I can't afford. She's like, so, when are we gonna see your apartment? And I'm like, you're sitting in my apartment right now. She's like, wait, you live in your roommate's car? What the fuck? You live in your roommate's car? Yeah, that was the punchline on that one, guys. We're good, guys. The problem is, that's the loudest laughter, and he was ordering. He was ordering. This guy's been fucking saving me for this entire fucking set. Hey, waitstaff, don't talk to this guy anymore, okay? We need him. We need him in this fucking room. You don't know how it is up here. I did a Zoom therapy over the pandemic. Anybody ever do Zoom therapy before? Okay, a couple other pussies in the audience. That's cool. No, I like Zoom therapy because you can mess with the therapist in ways you can't mess with the therapist in real life, you know? Like, she'll ask me a question I don't want to answer. She'll be like, so, tell me about your childhood. And I'm like, oh, you know, when I was a kid. She's like, are you pretending to be frozen? Because I see the fan spinning in the background. All right, you guys ready for a great show? Come on, are you guys ready for a great show?